that this roadside vehicle contract was not issued by somebody that's got a license. Let's see, another one.
That's an old one.
Oh, this is a residual value insurance. So I'm selling, I'm leasing 1 million computers throughout the nation. At the end of 3 years, I get them back. I think they'll be worth $700 a piece. They actually are worth $200 a piece because of technology and depressed economy, et cetera. So I've got an insurance policy that pays me that $500 residual. You can also see this in rental cars like the Hertzes of the world. The IRS also said there's no risk distribution because the same consequences, the same economic malaise, if you will be nationwide. And they didn't think this was an insurance risk, and so they thought it was not insurance. This case is in court, in addition to having this bad PLR.
Why didn't they pull the PLR?
And it might have been a TAM. I might have.
Okay.
But again, it's in court, so we'll see what that comes out. And then there's apparently enough dollars in there to fight about it. This is an interesting case. So the short answer is a non-deductible deposit is not a deductible premium. Redomiciliation. We want people to go from wherever they are in the world, not in any jurisdiction here, to South Carolina or North Carolina or Tennessee or wherever they are. And this is a good, nice ruling that supports that you can do it tax-free if you do, say, a merger into a shell, or in this case, just a transmutation, for lack of a better term. For corporate law purposes, then it is, for tax purposes, an F reorg, which means that it's tax-free, the tax year doesn't end, your 953D election continues. This one was foreign to foreign. A lot of times you'll see foreign to U.S.
Yep.
There have been a lot of 501c15 audits, and the reason we know about those is because in the tax-exempt world, when there's a revocation of an exemption, a lot of times that will be public. It'll be redacted, so you won't know who it is that's involved. And the tax-exempt group has been very active and very anti-taxpayer. As I always say, everybody thinks about the IRS as this big monolith, and you put your inputs into the IRS machine, and it doesn't really matter where you put them in, the same answer will spit out. You know that's not true, Alex. Not at all. These are a bunch of stovepipes, and within the stovepipes there may not be much accountability, and there's not necessarily coordination between the stovepipes. And so the tax-exempt group has been very active, and they've hit people for everything. No employees to solicit business, no employees to conduct business, little time devoted to insurance development or marketing products or insurance activities, too many assets for the size of the insurance operations. This just goes on and on and on. No homogeneity, no claims. This is a big one because the IRS will look at no claims and say no claims means no risk, which means you shouldn't have had a premium. Your premiums are too high. So I always tell people who have a captive arrangement, claims are good. Even if they're in an 830